The year is 1900. On a clear autumn day, a group of Greek sponge divers, led by Elias Stadiatos, descends into the dark, cold waters off the coast of Antikythera, a small island in the Aegean Sea. They are searching for sponges, but what Elias discovers at 42 meters below the surface is far more extraordinary. Among the wreckage of an ancient Roman freighter, he sees what appears to be a bronze arm, then intricate gears, unlike anything he, or indeed the world, has ever seen from antiquity. This moment marks the beginning of a profound mystery. What the divers recovered was a heavily corroded, calcified lump of bronze and wood. Once brought to the surface, it began to crumble, but enough remained to hint at its complexity. This artifact, later named the Antikythera mechanism, immediately baffled archaeologists. It clearly contained numerous interlocking gears, dials, and inscriptions, all crafted with a precision and sophistication that defied every assumption about ancient Greek technological capabilities. It suggested a level of engineering thought utterly alien to its supposed era. 3 weeks later, archaeologist Valerios Stais was examining the finds at the National Archaeological Museum in Athens. As he cleaned a particularly dense piece of the wreckage, a gear embedded within the calcified mass caught his eye. It was perfectly cut, with precisely machined teeth, and clearly part of a much larger, intricate assembly. Stais, a man deeply familiar with classical artifacts, recognized instantly that this was no ordinary tool or ornament. This was something entirely different, a piece of sophisticated machinery, demanding a re-evaluation of ancient Greek genius. Before the Antikythera mechanism, our understanding of ancient Greek mechanics was largely confined to simpler devices, levers, pulleys, and basic automata described by Heron of Alexandria. The idea of complex, geared mechanisms for calculation or precise astronomical tracking was largely attributed to much later periods. The mechanism challenged this chronological framework, suggesting a dark age of technological regression might have followed a period of astonishing innovation. Its very existence raised more questions than answers about the true scope of Hellenistic science. The passage of 2 millennia underwater had taken a heavy toll on the mechanism. The bronze was severely corroded, and much of the original intricate detail was obscured by layers of marine growth and mineral deposits. Studying it was like trying to read a scroll that had been burned and then submerged. Researchers faced a monumental task, not only to understand its purpose but to meticulously reconstruct its fragmented components and decipher the faded Greek inscriptions that offered tantalizing clues to its function. It was a race against time and decay. Decades passed with little progress until the mid-20th century, when a dedicated historian of science, Derek de Solla Price, took up the challenge. Price, a British polymath, was captivated by the Antikythera mechanism's enigma. He devoted years of his life, traveling to Athens repeatedly, meticulously studying the fragments, sketching every visible gear and inscription. He approached it not just as an artifact, but as a puzzle of human ingenuity, convinced that beneath the corrosion lay the blueprint of an extraordinary ancient mind. Price understood that conventional methods couldn't penetrate the mechanism's fused layers. In the 1970s, he pioneered the use of X-ray photography, a revolutionary technique for archaeological analysis at the time. The X-rays sliced through the corrosion, revealing the internal structure of the gears and the intricate layout of the device, piece by astonishing piece. It was like seeing into the very mind of its ancient maker, a profound moment of scientific archaeology that began to unlock the mechanism's true, complex purpose. What the X-rays and subsequent studies revealed was breathtaking. The Antikythera mechanism was an analog computer designed to predict astronomical positions and eclipses for calendrical and astrological purposes. With more than 30 meshing bronze gears, it could track the movements of the moon, sun, and likely several planets through the zodiac. It also displayed the cycles of athletic games, like the Olympics. This wasn't merely a decorative item. It was a highly functional scientific instrument, centuries ahead of its time. The gears themselves are a marvel of precision. Some are less than a millimeter thick, with triangular teeth cut with incredible accuracy, a testament to sophisticated metallurgy and craftsmanship. This level of miniature engineering would not be seen again until the advent of medieval clockmaking, over 1,000 years later. The mathematical understanding required to design such a mechanism, accurately modeling the irregular motion of the moon, for example, speaks volumes about the advanced state of Hellenistic science. The most perplexing question remains: if such advanced technology existed in ancient Greece, why is there no other evidence of it? The Antikythera mechanism appears as a solitary peak of complexity in the archaeological record. Was it a unique prototype, or were there others that simply haven't survived? Scholars speculate that the knowledge to create such devices might have been held by a small, elite group, or perhaps the social and political upheavals of the Roman conquest led to the loss of this scientific tradition. Its singularity makes it all the more fascinating. Leaving the mysteries of the Aegean, we journey to the heart of the Roman Empire, where another extraordinary ancient technology endures: Roman concrete. For centuries, structures like the Pantheon and countless aqueducts have stood firm, defying the ravages of time and natural disasters. Modern concrete often cracks and degrades within decades, but Roman structures, some over 2 millennia old, remain remarkably intact. What was their secret? It lay in a unique recipe, understood and mastered by Roman engineers. The key ingredient in Roman concrete was pozzolana, a volcanic ash found in abundance around Naples. When mixed with lime, rubble, and crucially, seawater, it created a reaction that formed an incredibly durable, self-healing material. Unlike modern concrete, which cures by hydration, Roman concrete experienced a pozzolanic reaction, forming crystals that actually grew and strengthened over time, even repairing small cracks. This active interaction with water allowed them to build formidable structures, even underwater. The Pantheon in Rome stands as a testament to this incredible material. Its iconic dome, built almost 2,000 years ago, remains the world's largest unreinforced concrete dome. Its genius lies not just in its immense scale, but in its clever design. The concrete mixture becomes progressively lighter towards the oculus, the open eye at the apex, reducing structural stress. This nuanced understanding of material properties and structural dynamics allowed Roman architects to push the boundaries of what was thought possible. Roman ambition extended beyond monumental buildings. To sustain their sprawling cities and vast empire, they engineered complex water supply systems known as aqueducts. These weren't just simple channels, they were sophisticated networks of tunnels, bridges, and siphons, traversing mountains and valleys to deliver fresh water over vast distances. The engineering required to maintain a precise, gentle gradient for gravity to do its work, often just centimeters of drop per kilometer, was nothing short of brilliant. While the Romans mastered elevated water transport, ancient Persians solved the challenge of water scarcity in arid lands with an equally ingenious system: qanats. These underground channels, some stretching for tens of kilometers, tapped into groundwater sources in mountains and gently sloped downwards, bringing fresh water to distant settlements and agricultural fields. Construction was perilous, involving skilled laborers digging deep shafts and tunnels through unstable earth, yet the network sustained vibrant civilizations for millennia. The construction of a qanat was a monumental undertaking, often requiring generations of labor. The muqannis, or qanat builders, were highly respected specialists, their knowledge passed down through families. They had to account for geological stability, water flow, and ventilation in the dark, cramped tunnels. Thousands of these channels crisscrossed the Persian landscape, creating fertile oases where none should exist, a testament to human determination and deep understanding of hydrology, hidden beneath the desert surface. In 1936, near Baghdad, a team of archaeologists uncovered a small clay jar containing a copper cylinder, which encased an iron rod. It was dated to the Parthian era, around 250 BC to 250 AD. This artifact, later dubbed the Baghdad Battery, sparked one of the most intriguing and controversial debates in ancient technology. Could this simple assemblage have been used to generate electricity, millennia before Volta's pile? The theory, first proposed by German archaeologist Wilhelm Koenig, suggested that if filled with an acidic liquid like grape juice or vinegar, the Baghdad battery could have produced a small electric current, around 0.8 to 2 volts. While not enough for practical lighting, it could have been used for electroplating, applying thin layers of precious metals onto other objects, or perhaps for medical purposes, like pain relief through electrostimulation. Skeptics, however, argue it was more likely a storage vessel for sacred scrolls or spices, or simply part of ritualistic practices. Numerous modern experiments have successfully recreated the Baghdad battery, demonstrating its potential to generate a weak electrical current. While no definitive evidence of electroplated artifacts from the Parthian era has been found with an undeniable link to the battery, the possibility remains tantalizing. The small, unassuming object forces us to question our preconceived notions about the capabilities and knowledge of ancient civilizations, leaving a spark of mystery that continues to ignite debate. Across the sands of North Africa, the Egyptian pyramids stand as eternal symbols of ancient ingenuity. For thousands of years, these colossal structures, particularly the Great Pyramid of Giza, have baffled engineers and historians. How did a civilization without modern machinery manage to cut, transport, and precisely place millions of multi-ton stone blocks, reaching heights unimaginable for their era? The answers lie in a combination of organizational genius, simple machines, and sheer human will. Recent archaeological evidence suggests that the Egyptians employed a sophisticated system of ramps, sledges, and possibly even water-filled trenches to move the enormous limestone and granite blocks. Excavations at Hatnub, a quarry site, revealed a ramp system that would have made it possible to drag heavy alabaster blocks up steep slopes with less effort. Lubricating the path with water or mud further reduced friction, allowing teams of workers to move stones weighing many tons with surprising efficiency. It was a masterpiece of logistics and basic physics. Beyond sheer scale, the precision of the pyramids is astounding. The Great Pyramid is aligned with true north to within a tiny fraction of a degree, a feat achieved by careful observation of the stars. The casing stones, now largely removed, were cut with such accuracy that they fit together almost perfectly, without mortar. This level of surveying and masonry suggests not only skilled craftsmanship but a deep understanding of geometry and astronomy, crucial for their religious and cosmological beliefs. Contrary to popular myth, the pyramid builders were not enslaved masses. Evidence from worker villages and cemeteries shows that they were skilled laborers, organized into highly efficient teams, well-fed, and cared for. They worked in shifts, with doctors and bakers on site, a massive state-sponsored project fueled by a powerful centralized government and a shared religious purpose. It was a complex society mobilized for an epic technological and spiritual endeavor. In the crypts of the Hathor Temple at Dendera, Egypt, an unusual set of carvings has ignited another fascinating debate about ancient technology. These reliefs depict figures holding what appear to be large, elongated bulbs, with a serpent or filament inside, connected to a lotus flower and a cable. To some, these are clear representations of ancient electric lights, an Egyptian light bulb, powered by some unknown ancient source. To others, they are purely symbolic. Mainstream Egyptology interprets the Dendera light as a symbolic representation of Egyptian mythology, the serpent representing the creative power of the god Harsamtus, emerging from a lotus, the source of creation. The cable is a symbolic pillar. However, proponents of the ancient light theory point to the absence of soot on the temple ceilings, suggesting a light source other than torches. While the evidence is circumstantial and highly speculative, the carvings continue to fascinate, inviting us to look closer at the boundaries of ancient knowledge. Venturing to the Americas, the ancient Maya civilization demonstrated an unparalleled grasp of astronomy and mathematics. Without telescopes or metal tools, they meticulously tracked celestial bodies, predicting eclipses, planetary movements, and solstices with astonishing accuracy. Their complex calendar systems, like the long count, precisely recorded vast spans of time and allowed them to align their monumental architecture with cosmic events, reflecting a profound connection between the heavens and their earthly existence. The Maya held a particular fascination with Venus, the brightest planet. They developed extremely precise tables for its synodic period, the time it takes to return to the same position relative to the Sun and Earth, calculating it to within a fraction of a day over many centuries. This deep understanding of Venus's cycles influenced their warfare, agriculture, and religious ceremonies. Their advanced mathematical system, including the concept of zero, underpinned these complex calculations, showcasing intellectual achievements that rivaled any in the ancient world. Back in the Mediterranean, the Byzantine Empire possessed one of the most fearsome and mysterious weapons of the ancient world, Greek fire. This incendiary liquid, launched from pressurized siphons, could burn on water, creating an inferno that devastated enemy fleets. Its exact composition was a closely guarded state secret, known only to a select few engineers and chemists, ensuring its tactical advantage for over 700 years. Its invention is largely attributed to Callinicus of Heliopolis around 672 AD. The formula for Greek fire was never recorded in detail for fear of it falling into enemy hands. Historians and scientists have speculated about its ingredients, suggesting petroleum, quicklime, sulfur, resin, and naphtha. Attempts to recreate it have yielded flammable substances, but none that perfectly match the descriptions of Greek fire's terrifying efficacy and ability to ignite upon contact with water. The secret died with the Byzantine Empire, leaving us only with vivid historical accounts of its devastating power and a profound technological mystery. In China, the discovery of the terracotta army in 1974 unveiled another aspect of ancient technological mastery: large-scale, individualized mass production. Guarding the tomb of Emperor Qin Shi Huang, thousands of life-sized terracotta warriors, chariots, and horses stand in formation. Each soldier possesses unique facial features, hairstyles, and armor details, yet they were produced under a rigorous system of standardization and assembly, suggesting an astonishingly advanced organizational and industrial process for 3rd century BC. The creation of the terracotta army involved a modular system, where individual body parts, heads, torsos, arms, legs, were mass-produced in workshops using molds, then assembled. Different molds were used to create variety, and then individual sculptors added unique facial expressions and details. This combination of industrial-scale production and personalized craftsmanship is an incredible testament to the Qin dynasty's organizational power and technological sophistication, far exceeding what was previously believed for this period. Moving from demonstrable artifacts to intriguing texts, ancient Indian Sanskrit epics like the Ramayana and Mahabharata describe Vimanas, flying chariots or palaces, capable of interstellar travel. These descriptions, dating back thousands of years, detail sophisticated aerial vehicles, powered by various forms of propulsion, capable of advanced maneuvers. While often dismissed as mythology, some scholars and enthusiasts ponder if these accounts are echoes of genuinely advanced, yet lost, aeronautical knowledge, or perhaps inspiring prophecies of future flight. The Vaimanika Shastra, a 20th-century Sanskrit text claiming to be a rediscovery of ancient knowledge, provides detailed descriptions of Vimana construction, materials, and propulsion systems. While modern science largely refutes its feasibility, the mere existence of such intricate descriptions in ancient or rediscovered texts challenges our assumptions. It suggests that even if literal flying machines didn't exist, the concept of powered flight and advanced engineering was very much alive in the imaginations and philosophical discourse of ancient India, perhaps inspiring later inventors. From the intricate gears of the Antikythera mechanism to the self-healing concrete of Rome, the engineering feats of ancient Egypt, and the astronomical precision of the Maya, the past continually surprises us. These are not relics of primitive societies, but testaments to profound intellect, dedication, and a mastery of materials and mathematics often lost to time. Each discovery unravels a piece of a larger puzzle, revealing that our ancestors were not just survivors, but innovators, scientists, and visionaries. Many of these technologies, like Greek fire or the precise formula for Roman concrete, remain partially or entirely beyond our complete understanding. They are a humbling reminder that knowledge is not a linear progression, but a complex tapestry of discovery, loss, and rediscovery. What other marvels lie hidden beneath the earth or submerged in forgotten wrecks, waiting to rewrite history once more? The quest to understand these ancient geniuses is a continuing journey, pushing us to re-examine our past and perhaps even inspire our future innovations.